Hey, everybody. I've got Caleb English here with me today. Caleb is a longtime friend of mine and is working on probably, if not the, certainly one of the most exciting things in his life. And it's inspiring a whole bunch of people all around the planet right now. So, Caleb, hey, I'm so excited to chat today about your big run.
Hey Ben, thanks for having me so much, man.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it. A lot of people are really starting to follow along your journey. And so, like, I know we were talking about it, but really quick growth too, which is amazing. Maybe start with telling us a little bit of about yourself and what really sparked you in terms of your passion for this massive run, what the run is, what you're doing, and the fundraising behind it.
Yeah, for sure. So this summer I did a 50K ultra marathon and I absolutely fell in love with it. I fell in love with the sport, fell in love with the people that are involved. Everyone's like-minded, very encouraging, just a great community. And then I was thinking I wanted to do something that was bigger than myself,
Mm-hmm.
something that hopefully long after I'm gone, I'm able to continue to help people improve their lives. I really believe in service and in giving back.
Mm.
So we started thinking, what could we do? Fundraising, what sort of race could we do? How could we pair it together? And I stumbled across Marathon des Sables, the legendary. It's a 250-kilometer race across the Sahara Desert. It's 6 stages over 7 days, with the longest stage being 85 kilometers. You have to
Wow.
carry everything on your back. The only thing they give you along the way is they'll give you some first aid if you get hurt. They give you a
Yeah.
tent to sleep in at the end of each night, and they'll refill your water. Otherwise, all your supplies, your sleeping bag, your sleeping mat, extra clothes if you want to bring them, dehydrated food.
Right.
So I found that, and then we I registered for CIBC Run for the Cure the
Yep.
night before,
Yep.
and in less than 24 hours, I raised about $1,000 with that.
Yep.
So we were really happy about that. And
Yep.
then here in Kamloops, when they announced how much was raised, they said it was about $50,000. So did the quick math. I had raised about $2,000 of that. So we got
Mm.
further thinking, what could we do if we had months of planning, if we had a media team behind it, and we had a great race to pair with it to bring awareness to it?
Mm.
So we coupled MDS the Legendary with raising money for the Canadian Cancer Society, and we
Mm-hmm.
chose $250,000 to raise. So $1,000 per kilometer ran out in the desert.
Amazing, man. Amazing. And now that you started, I think you're about a month kind of into the campaign. Is that right?
We officially launched the campaign, yeah, on November 15th.
Okay, so just about a month at the time we're recording
Yeah.
here. Cool. And how are you feeling about everything? How are you feeling about the race? How are you feeling about? Yeah,
Like you see on my face, I'm excited. I'm
yeah,
really excited that the community has thrown the support behind me. We've
yeah,
raised about $4,500 in the first month. We've
yeah.
got lots of money coming in on the sponsorship side as running the campaign starts to add up. The race alone to register is $6,500.
Okay, got it.
So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm really excited as well because people are reaching out to me and they're telling me their personal stories because cancer does affect everyone.
yeah,
It's close to half of all Canadians will have a cancer diagnosis in their lifetime.
yeah.
270,000 are expected to die this year, or sorry, be diagnosed this year from it in Canada, and 88,000 will die. So people are reaching out and they're telling me these very personal stories and how inspiring it is to see someone taking on something as large as this cause is.
Yeah. I got goosebumps when you said that. That's powerful, man. It's really powerful. For now, I mean, you're training, obviously, plus your fundraising, plus you guys have built an amazing campaign, all this stuff. So, what have you found the biggest challenges and kind of while not just training for the run, but also doing all the fundraising? You're the go-to guy for it, all of that.
I think the biggest challenge was trying to keep that healthy kind of work-life training balance.
Mm,
So I lose a little bit of sleep each night, not because I'm worried about anything, but I have so much to do in the day. So my day is kind of stretched out a little further. So I
yeah,
do make sure I take the time when there is that downtime to get some good recovery in.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
think that would be the most difficult thing so far. I can
yeah,
do the training. I'm super excited whenever we get to shoot any videos or talk to people about the fundraising like this right here.
yeah,
But yeah, I just say just the balance. I mean, I have a family. I do have a full-time job. I don't run professionally, so I still
yeah.
have to work my 7:30 to 4:30, 5 days a week, and sometimes there's some extra work that has to be done. So just yeah, keeping that healthy balance between juggling 10 balls at once sort of thing.
Yeah. Obviously the money you raise itself is going to make a large impact, and you know where that goes. What else do you hope kind of happens from this whole campaign and everything that you're doing? I mean, what are your ambitions for the whole thing?
What I've seen has been really cool is I've had a lot of people reach out, and something that I didn't think was really going to happen. It really surprised me, and people are saying they're inspired by it. And I usually post my where I'm going to be running on each day and what I'm going to be doing, and people are coming out to join me. People that have
Oh,
never ran
really?
before. I
Really?
had a husband and wife reach out yesterday, and the husband is training to join the RCMP, and he wants to get to really good shape. And he said, "Hey, it's kind of weird, but I saw your one video and I think we live near each other. Do you think I could join you for a run?" And I said, absolutely. It makes me feel great that I know that other people are finding inspiration in this,
Yeah.
because I used to look, and I still do, to other people that are accomplishing grand things, and I'm inspired by that. So it feels really
Yeah.
good to know that other people are being inspired by what I'm doing.
Yeah. That's awesome. You mentioned the ultra was where you got started,
Mhm.
right? That's kind of what kicked things off. What really inspired you to get into running as a whole?
So I ran quite a bit during COVID. There wasn't really much else to do.
Hmm.
And I had a bodybuilding kind of powerlifting style before that, but all the gyms closed.
Yeah.
Started running during COVID. My mom's a marathon runner, so
Yeah.
she was always
Okay.
kind of pushing me, trying to get me to go towards that.
Yeah.
And then after the gyms all opened back up, I got back into the gym, and then we have a race here in Kamloops. It's called Boogie the Bridge, and that
Hmm.
takes place in April. And my youngest son said he wanted to run it.
Mm.
So I said, okay, I'll do it with you. And probably to this day, he is faster than me running backwards than I am forwards. He's 10 years old and has all the energy, right? Just a little energizer bunny.
Yeah.
So I went out and I did a short run. I think it was 3 kilometers a couple weeks before the Boogie the Bridge, and I think I threw up. I was done. I was
Yeah.
dead. I'm like, this. I can't go into this race like that. So started training a little bit. Did the 5K, and that was my first experience being in that kind of community. And everyone was so supportive. And there's the horns going off, and people have bells, and everyone's cheering for everyone. And it was just a really
Mm.
cool experience, and I really
Mm.
enjoyed that. So I signed up for, there's a local organization here called Dirty Feet, and they
Hmm.
put on trail races, and it's excellently run, great people. And I just started to get hooked on these 10K races. And then
Mm.
I thought to myself, I can go bigger. So I
Mm.
called my mom up. We speak almost every day already. And I
Hmm.
said, I want to do this 50K. And then she said, you can't do a 50K. And then that was it. I was doing it. There was no stopping me at that point.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's really awesome. Having known you personally, but then also watching your journey, it's like inspiring me to start doing it. So I have started running. I haven't shared that with you. I
Oh, awesome.
I signed up. Me and a buddy are going to do a Spartan race in March.
Oh, those
So
are tough.
yeah, that'll be my biggest physical challenge yet for sure. So thank you for that. How would you say in your life, both the combination of all the training that's going into it, all the fundraising that's going on, how has it changed you as a person?
It's a great question. I think the first thing would be, so I did reach out. I do have a professional coach,
Yeah.
and he plans my workouts, my runs week to week. And the first thing would be that everything that I thought I knew, I didn't know nearly as much as I thought I did. So it's
Okay.
great to have that professional working with me.
Yeah.
And that could be in any facet of your life as well. So I know you do some coaching, and I know you have some great success stories with them.
Yeah.
We've talked about that before. So having someone that can assist you with that, so I don't have to worry about that. I
Mm.
pull up my app, I can text my
Mm.
coach whenever. So
Mhm.
that's been really great. In
Mhm.
terms of what's changed me the most is I think it really forced me to prioritize my time,
Mm.
to get rid of some of those bad habits, whether
Mm.
that at the end of the night sitting on the couch watching TV when I
Mm.
know I should be reading, or I should be maybe foam rolling or stretching.
Mm.
So really making sure that I have proper time management, as it is a lot of balls to juggle in the air. And if one part of my life starts to suffer, then or decline, then the rest of it's kind of going to have that bleed over effect. So really
Totally.
make sure that every day I'm up at 4:30, 4:45. I'm either doing recovery or I'm training, and then I'm off to work. And I know what I'm doing right after work, and I know when I'm going to pick my kids up, and when we're going to have dinner. So it's really structured, and I
Yeah.
I really thrive off routine. So it
Okay.
really got me onto that. So.
Cool. That's awesome. Well, you'll become a amazing productivity consultant after how to max out your day, right? How to get it all done. What
Squeeze every last ounce of the day.
you got it. So beyond raising the funds, of course, what if there was one, what kind of message would you want to be sharing with the world through your journey here?
I think I wrote it down. I wrote it down before, and I don't know it off the top of my head, but what I had written down was something along the lines of don't not give because you can only give a little.
Mm,
Any amount that you can give is going to be better for the collective whole. So a
mm,
lot of small things can add up to something truly powerful. So I think it is probably one of the biggest mistakes people can kind of make is if not giving because they only have that small amount to give. Because at some point in everyone's life, everyone's received a helping hand. So
mm,
maybe it's as simple as, taking a couple extra steps forward to open that door for that person that looks like they might be struggling with it. And that might be the highlight of that person's day. You don't know. So
mm,
just be to make sure that even if it's a little bit that you can give, whether
mm,
it's a fundraiser, you're giving donations, you're giving your time, 15 minutes,
mm,
someone's struggling to put their groceries in their vehicle. Hey, can I get the door for you? Those sort of things. I
mm.
think we could all, doesn't cost anything to be kind. So I think we could all improve on that. And I would hope that everyone can see this and be inspired and do a
Mm.
little bit more in their daily lives as well.
That's amazing, man. It's amazing. What shifted in your life, or do you feel like you were always that way, where that kind of service mentality, that givingness, where did that begin to really show up for you?
Probably at a young age. My mom was pretty strict with a lot of things.
Yeah,
We go out for dinner, and I always had to hold the door open. I had to make sure that
yeah,
didn't matter who we were with. I always had to hold the door open.
yeah,
Uh, and then probably just from us being younger, I've always been that kind of guy to give my shirt off my back. So I think it's just values and morals that I gained from kind of growing up in that small town that we
yeah,
did. We
yeah,
were a very tight-knit community.
yeah,
We all knew each other. We were all on the same street.
yeah,
You come home when the lights started to get dark, right?
yeah.
So that trust that was built there. So yeah, I think it's probably just those morals that were instilled in us from our family values and from growing up in that small town, that small town home feeling.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Mm.
Um, this, of course, it's still a ways away, but do you have any ideas like once the campaign wraps up, what might be next on the horizon for you? I know this is a massive one, so if the answer is no, that's totally fine.
We do have a couple secret things. I'm not gonna drop them right now. I want to be able to
Good.
have some hype for them after. But
Sure.
what we did decide is once the race happens,
Yeah.
whether we're at the goal or not, we're gonna continue this in some form or another forever probably. So I
Cool.
know for at least 2025, if we haven't hit the goal, we're going to keep campaigning. We're going to keep raising funds. We're going to put out the content to bring awareness to this for all of 2025 because I
Amazing.
don't want to put a hard date on the end of the fundraiser.
Yeah.
Because if people are still wanting to give, then we want to make sure that they have that vehicle to give for.
I love it. I
Mm.
love it. That's great. And so for everyone either watching or listening to this too, in terms of how they might be able to help, or they want to get involved, they want to support, where do you want to direct them to? How can they help?
Yeah. So we're on all major social medias. Our main one that we use is Instagram though.
Yeah.
Our Instagram name is run_Caleb_run. And
Yeah.
Caleb is spelled Caleb.
Yeah.
Through there, our link tree is on there. The GoFundMe is there as well. Or you can go to GoFundMe.com and you can type in the name of our campaign. I'm not sure if you can see it on the webcam there, but this is our logo. It's me, and then our campaign name is Go Far, Go On. You
Yeah.
type that in the GoFundMe, and our GoFundMe will pop up and
Amazing.
you can donate there.
Yeah. And I would encourage everybody to go do that. Go check it out. The content is phenomenal too.
Thank you.
And I know one thing that you had shared, I remember too, is just even go follow Caleb, first of all, but even sharing the content helps, just like getting the information in front of more people, getting the message in front of more people. And I mean, you never know who it might get to, right?
Oh
So,
yeah. A share is just as good, and probably at this point, as we are still growing, a share is probably worth more than a direct donation.
right.
as it swells and grows and there's more eyes on it, there's more opportunities for other people to also share, but to also donate.
Yeah, I love it. So in closing too, if you could kind of wrap up this journey for yourself in one sentence, what would you say?
Put me on the spot here.
Yeah.
Wrap up the journey in one sentence. So you can't see it, but I do have a tattoo on my left arm here, and it says, "Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all." So I
Mm,
would say, kind of live by that mantra. Don't wait for things to come to happen to you. Make them happen for yourself. I love the expression that everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of something hard.
mm.
So go out there, chase your dreams, get what you want, and you got to put the work in.
Yeah. Love it, man. I
Yeah.
love it. Well, thanks for your time. So good being together. And I'm cheering you on big time. I'm excited. I love watching the progress. And everyone that is watching, again, go follow Caleb. If you can donate, go do it. Something's better than nothing. Every little bit helps for sure. So thanks
Yeah,
again.
thanks. You mind if I give a shout out to some of my sponsors?
Do it. Please do.
Sure. Okay. So first off, on our sponsorship side, we are working with Key Financial. There are some great accountants here in Kamloops, Alpine Fencing. Fencing company, great guys, Chad and Taylor. They're a small landscaping company called Terica Landscaping. They gave us some funds. We are also have had some massive in-kind donations. We're working with Path Projects out of the States. They are a premier running apparel brand. I got one of their hats on right here. So I
Nice.
love their
Nice.
stuff. They hooked me up for all my training stuff, all of my stuff for the race. Thank you so much to Path Projects. You can find them at pathprojects.com. Some of the other ones, we have Signature Signs. They are doing all of our printed media. Great guys there. Rob Lewis, can check him out. We have some in-kind donations from Earls. Both my tattoo artists are donating time for giveaway for raffles. We had Hoka, the shoe company, reach out and they donated a pair of shoes. We're actually giving that away on our Instagram right now. It's pinned to the top of the reel. Standard follow, like, comment, and share. And if you give a minimum donation of $25 while that giveaway is on, you'll get an extra 5 entries into the draw. We're at about 350 entries now, so 32,000 views. So super happy with that. It's growing like wild.
Awesome. Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
awesome.
those are some of our sponsors. Check them out. Thank you so much to them. Ben, thank you. I can't tell you how much it's been great to be your friend for, we're going on 36 years now.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
far back as we can probably remember, maybe even 38. I don't know. I don't have
Yeah.
memories from when I was 0 to 1.
Yeah. That's right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, thanks for having me on, Ben. I'm happy to share my story and hopefully you can inspire some people to do some bigger things and to get involved.
100%, man. Thank you. Thanks for everything you're doing. We'll see you soon.
Okay, thanks, Ben. Bye now.